In 1900, Greek sponge divers pull a corroded lump of bronze from a shipwreck. Nobody pays attention to it. Then it cracks open. Inside are precision gears, intricate bronze wheels with teeth carved to the millimeter. According to everything historians knew, these gears shouldn't exist for another 1,400 years. Welcome to the mystery of the Antikythera Mechanism, the ancient computer that rewrites everything we thought we knew about Greek technology. It's the spring of 1900. Captain Dimitrios Kontos and his crew of sponge divers shelter from a violent storm near a tiny Greek island called Antikythera, situated between Crete and the mainland. When the storm clears, they dive. At 45 meters down, one diver resurfaces, shaking, mumbling about heaps of dead bodies on the seafloor. They're not bodies. They're marble statues, bronze sculptures, the richest ancient shipwreck ever discovered. Over the next year, divers haul up treasures, artwork worth fortunes, and one unimpressive lump of corroded bronze about the size of a shoebox. Nobody looks at it twice. Until 1902. Greek archaeologist Valerios Stais notices something inside this lump while working at the National Archaeological Museum in Athens. Coin-sized gear wheels, intricate, precise, the kind you'd see in a clock. But this ship sank around 60 BC, more than a millennium before complex geared mechanisms appear anywhere in the historical record. According to the Roman author Cicero, writing in the 1st century BC, the brilliant mathematician Archimedes of Syracuse once built a mechanical sphere, a device that reproduced the movements of the sun, moon, and planets using bronze gears. Cicero saw it with his own eyes. For centuries, scholars dismissed this as exaggeration. After all, how could the ancient Greeks build such a thing? Then the Antikythera mechanism proved Cicero was right. Over the next 120 years, researchers slowly decode what this device actually does. It's not a clock, it's something far more sophisticated, an astronomical calculator. A computer made entirely of bronze. Here's what it could do. You turn a hand crank on the side. 30 interlocking bronze gears spin into motion, each gear cut with triangular teeth about 1.6 millimeters apart. On the front face, pointers move across dials showing the positions of the Sun, Moon, and all 5 planets known to the ancient world: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. It tracks their movement through the zodiac. A small ball rotates, showing the phases of the moon. On the back, spiral dials predict solar and lunar eclipses using the 223-month Saros cycle, Babylonian astronomy encoded in bronze. Another dial tracks the 19-year Metonic cycle that the Greeks used to regulate their calendar. There's even a dial showing when the ancient Olympic Games would occur. British physicist Derek de Solla Price studies it for 20 years in the 1950s and 60s. He's the first to commission X-rays. The images reveal something shocking: epicyclic gears. Gears mounted on other gears. The mechanism uses a pin and slot system to reproduce the moon's variable speed across the sky. It mathematically models celestial motion that wouldn't be fully explained until Johannes Kepler discovers elliptical orbits 1,700 years later. The sophistication is staggering. Gear teeth carved to millimeter precision by hand, differential gearing that calculates the synodic month by subtracting the sun's motion from the moon's. Bronze work so fine it resembles a modern mechanical watch. And inscriptions, over 1,000 characters of ancient Greek text covering the surfaces, functioning as an instruction manual. According to historical records, nothing this complex appears again until 1,400 years later, when medieval astronomical clocks emerge in 14th century Europe. Here's the part that keeps researchers awake at night. This mechanism is sophisticated, too sophisticated to be a first attempt. The precision, the miniaturization, the elegant mathematical solutions built into the gear ratios, this device represents the culmination of a long tradition of mechanical engineering. So where are the predecessors? Where are the workshops that developed this technology? Where are the earlier, simpler versions? We have nothing. Just this one corroded lump from a shipwreck. Researchers suspect the device was probably built on the island of Rhodes around 100 BC. Rhodes was a major technological center, skilled in bronze work with a strong astronomical tradition. The philosopher Posidonius taught there, and Cicero mentions seeing a similar device on Rhodes. The star calendar inscribed on the mechanism matches Rhodes' geographical latitude. But here's the haunting reality. Bronze was valuable. When these devices stopped working, and the Antikythera mechanism probably didn't work very well, with its hand-cut gears creating friction and jamming, they would have been melted down, recycled, their metal used for other purposes. Alexander Jones of New York University believes only a handful ever existed, made by perhaps one high-end workshop with rare skills and knowledge. The Antikythera mechanism survived only because it sank, because a Roman cargo ship carrying Greek treasures, maybe heading to Rome, maybe to Sicily, went down in a storm 2,000 years ago and took this marvel with it to the seafloor, where bronze couldn't be recycled. After the shipwreck, this technological tradition doesn't die immediately. We see hints of it. Byzantine sundials with simple geared calendars appear around 600 AD. Islamic scholars in the 9th and 11th centuries describe devices with gear trains. Al-Biruni's moonbox, showing planetary positions with 8 gears. The knowledge persists, transformed, simplified. Then in 1348, Giovanni Dondi builds his astrarium in Italy, 107 gears calculating celestial positions. The medieval astronomical clocks begin. The tradition resurfaces, perhaps transmitted through Islamic scholarship, perhaps independently rediscovered. But nothing matches the Antikythera mechanism's sophistication until centuries later. Here's what makes this mystery so profound. This wasn't a unique device. The sophistication proves there were others. Workshops, masters training apprentices, decades of refinement. So where's the evidence? Where are the failed prototypes, the workshop debris, the bronze shavings? In 2,000 years of Mediterranean archaeology, we should have found something. Bronze tools, gear blanks, technical drawings on papyrus, even one more fragment. We have almost nothing, just scattered references in ancient texts. Cicero describing Archimedes' sphere, the poet Claudian marveling at bronze planetariums, Pappus of Alexandria mentioning a lost treatise by Archimedes titled On Sphere Making. In 2005, researchers used cutting-edge micro-focus X-ray computed tomography on the fragments, revealing hidden inscriptions and gear details invisible to the naked eye. In 2021, the UCL team proposes new reconstructions using 3D modeling. Jacques Cousteau explored the Antikythera shipwreck in the 1970s, searching for more pieces. Nothing. Modern technology has given us new tools. We can read text buried inside corroded bronze. We can finally understand what the Antikythera mechanism did and how brilliantly it did it. But we still can't answer the fundamental question: where did this knowledge come from? And where did it go? The Antikythera mechanism sits in the National Archaeological Museum in Athens, 82 corroded fragments behind glass. It stands as proof that ancient civilizations reached heights of technological sophistication that we're only now beginning to comprehend. It reminds us that knowledge can be lost, that entire traditions of engineering genius can vanish, leaving barely a trace. And it whispers a humbling truth. The ancient world was far more capable than we ever imagined. Sometimes the most important discoveries are the ones that force us to admit how much we still don't know. If this story of ancient genius hidden in a shipwreck fascinated you, hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible true stories from history. What other ancient technologies do you think we've underestimated? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.